How's it going, everybody? So a couple weeks ago, we did that cheap cab versus expensive cab with an expensive amp just to shoot out what is truly better. Obviously, the expensive cab won, but it was pretty interesting. And we got some good results and we got some amazing feedback, including this.
How about expensive head with cab impulses versus expensive head with cheap cab? If you're only interested in recording, that could make a big difference in where you want your money to go.
That is an outstanding question. Tell you what, let's find out. Okay, so we did that shootout a couple weeks ago and I got a lot of feedback and a lot of bitching too. Oh, you used a broken cab. You shouldn't have used a broken cab. I just like to say to those people, do shut the fuck up. It was absolutely sounded fine. What I did do though was I did pull the back off of it and got a look at the input jack, and turns out it had been pushed in more times than Jenna Jameson. So I was able to push the contact tabs back in so it worked properly with the cable and put it back together. And guess what? It sounds pretty much the same. But the question of, having an expensive amp with a cheap cabinet or using impulses, that is a great question, especially in a studio situation. What's going to be the better deal? So what we have here is the same awful Behringer cabinet versus some cabinet impulses from Rosen Digtial. Let's just check this out, completely soloed up, completely raw. Okay, now that's pretty interesting. The mic'd up cabinet doesn't sound so bad. I got it mic'd with a single SM57 there. Sounds pretty good on its own, but if you'll notice, some strange things happen when you start putting that tone into a mix. Okay, if there's one thing I learned from this little shootout, it is definitely go with the fucking impulses as opposed to a cheap cabinet if you're in a recording situation. Especially if you're just starting out, because learning how to record a guitar cabinet can take a very long time. It's definitely an art form. It's a lot of trial and error. Whereas using impulses is going to get you to your goal much faster. There's a lot of outstanding impulses out there. And the great thing is you can mix and match because they're done with different mics, different preamps, all kinds of stuff. So you can really blend them and kind of get your own thing. You're not going to be so limited if you're using, say, like the same drum sample set that everyone else is using. The great thing is I use a Torpedo Live, but the nice folks at Two Notes are going to be putting out something called the Torpedo Captor. What it's going to be is basically a stripped down version. It's going to be just a straight reactive load box without any onboard cabinet impulses, meaning you can just use your software for that purpose. And if it's anything like the Torpedo Live, it's going to be absolutely outstanding. I got to stress here, though, if you're playing in a band, like playing small club gigs or basement gigs or what have you, a cheap cabinet's going to be absolutely fine. You're not going to need more because chances are your audience either isn't going to be listening or is going to be too drunk to know what the fuck's going on, or just will not give a shit. See my The Truth About Expensive Gear for Local Bands video for more on that subject. But in the studio, yeah, your guitar tone's going to be a lot more critical. So instead of killing yourself learning how to record cabinets, yeah, go with the impulses. And if you like the tones you heard from the impulses, they're part of my Glenn Fricker collection from Rosen Digtial. You can check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. If you like the content, please support the channel either at my SMG shop or through my Patreon. If you want to see more, hit one of the playlists. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.